The refusal to see, there might be days that you refuse to see. There might be days that you're like, oh, why am I still here when I don't feel the love? Get out of your head, Libra. Hey Libra, how are you? It's your Forest Fairy here. Nice to see you again. Welcome in and welcome back to the 100 Acre Woods where I read cards out here. So let's read some cards for you, Libra. We're going to start off with the Stardust deck and do a 6-card spread. Taking a look at your current situation, the ideal, what's blocking you, the solution, advice, and the outcome. And then we are going to clarify with the Tarot of the Owl. I simply call it my owl deck for more messages, more information, and more clarity on this read. And it's a timeless read. It's a timeless read, Libra. So when it finds you, it was meant to, and it's general. So take it resonates and leave the rest. And it's for all Libra placements wherever you have Libra in your chart. The Hermit is the current situation. Diving deep into the subconscious. The ideal, to open up your heart with the King of Cups. The block is the Hangman. Feeling hung, surrendering could be blocking you, and finding a different perspective. Okay, the solution, Ten of Swords. The advice, Eight of Swords. The outcome, Two of Wands. Bottom of the deck, and that which you might not see, the Devil. Is this why you're in hermit mode, Libra? To face your fears? These might be fears, obsessions, temptations that you might not even be aware of. Okay. The Hermit. Let's clarify. The Hermit for the leash of Libras. Why is the Hermit the current situation? Why is Libra gone into hermit mode? The Hermit. Clarify the Hermit for Libra. Right there. Forgiveness. Finding forgiveness. And being able to move on to calmer waters. So it's very clear. The ideal is to, I think, is to deepen, to open your heart and to deepen your emotional understanding. The King of Cups is clarified by the Three of Pentacles. And Two of Wands. Planning. Again, the Six of Swords, swords are thoughts. Planning on making moves, where you're going to go, how you're going to approach it, how you are going to work with those. Right beside this Devil card, this is Capricorn energy with the Three of Pentacles. It feels like, okay. Let's see what's blocking you with the Hangman. Confusion, having to make this is a tough decision. Got the Two of Wands twice, Two of Swords, and the High Priestess. There's that higher perspective that seems to be blocked because of your confusion. It feels like your refusal to see. it feels like you know what to do with the High Priestess. You do have that higher perspective, but it's the surrendering to that higher perspective that seems to be difficult, and it's because of this Two of Swords. So an ending is the solution, putting an end to something. Four of Pentacles. More Capricorn energy. And the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is looking right at that Ten of Swords, and you can see that up against the tree there is the Two of Swords. There is that Two of Swords. It's in this Five of Swords, it's like you've been left holding on or standing on a Three of Swords. Like you've been left. Others have, almost feels like abandonment. And you're left with the Three of Swords. Your intuition is telling you which direction to go. With the Two of Wands, it's in a different path. Like, to take a different path. It's going to be tough to have to take this path, to put an ending to something that you've been holding on to. Okay. And it's very interesting that the advice is the Eight of Swords. I feel like the Eight of Swords is, and again, in a traditional Rider-Waite-Smith image, it's usually a damsel, a female, with her eyes covered, surrounded by swords. In some decks, she is seen as being tied. She's tied up by her own thoughts, by her own fears, by her own inability to see truths. Maybe for some of you, to see the sacrifices that you have made. You refuse to look at them. You're blindfolded. And so this being the advice, clarify the Eight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is an energy of being there every day. This is Virgo energy. So this is everyday tasks, doing the things every day, looking at the long game, looking at the finish line. But it's a long ways away. What's brought to mind is the tortoise and the hare, the story of the tortoise and the hare. And a Knight of Pentacles energy is the tortoise. The hare is long gone. The hare might be a Knight of Swords, a Knight of Wands, but this Knight of Pentacles is definitely the tortoise, and he knows he's going to get there. Of course he is. And so when I see that Knight of Pentacles looking at that Eight of Swords, and I see the sun and how bright it is, it's illuminating what it is that you refuse to see. That's the advice. Oh, the lovers. Yeah. The lovers. This is a loving relationship that maybe sometimes you feel you should leave. You should end. But I think what needs to come to an end is this Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is a win or lose card. It's a winning at all costs. And Libra, I don't think that you like the extremes. I know you don't. Libra definitely likes peace of mind. I feel like this Five of Swords is looking right through the Ten of Swords. Only one eye is being seen. So we don't know exactly what you're holding on to, but you've turned your back to the past. It could be past arguments, past disagreements, and you're moving into calmer waters. You're illuminating the time that you've spent with a loved one, with a lover, with a spouse. And when I see this Knight of Pentacles, it's this Knight of Pentacles can see this Lover's card. And it's the Eight of Swords. That's the refusal to see. There might be days that you refuse to see. There might be days that you're like, oh, why am I still here when I don't feel the love? Get out of your head, Libra. Get out of your head. Because there's a lot of swords here. And what's blocking you is the confusion of what your intuition might be telling you, and that is to surrender, to take a look at things from a higher perspective. And so I'm curious, especially when the King of Cups is clarified by the Two of Wands, this is really getting into your heart space, out of your head and into your heart space. So the outcome is the Two of Wands. Could it be moving away from overthinking and more into feeling with the Two of Wands, clarified by the Queen of Pentacles? More Capricorn energy. I mean, Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Three of Pentacles, Capricorn, Four of Pentacles, Capricorn, the Devil. We got some Capricorn energy here. And the Knight of Wands. Here's that Knight of Wands. It feels like defending. Like there's the everyday, and then there's the defending of the Knight of Wands. Taking action to make those moves, taking action to take that different path. And it could be a path simply of love, of opening up your heart. You might have been very fearful of the depths of your emotions, of the depths of your feelings. The Devil is clarified by the Page of Wands. There's that new path. Page of Wands, the adventurous page. Are you afraid of going down a path of deep feelings, of feelings that you might not be used to, or you might not be able to? For some of you, might feel it might get you out of control, that your mind controls your actions. Let's get an oracle on this. I think you're overthinking this Lover's card here. I have a lot of stability with Pentacles here. Communication. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart. There's the King of Cups right there. The center of our truth, to stay in the flow of source and balanced exchange. There you go. Communication. Maybe you just need to communicate how you feel. Not what you think, but how you feel. Bottom of the deck, Tantric Journey. The frequency of Tantric Journey helps us to unlock the hidden knowledge and wisdom that we intrinsically hold about how to reach a state of wholeness and completion through our sensual experiences with ourselves and with another. There's the Lover's card right there. Let's get some angel numbers on this. I see 108 and 102. Let's do both. 108. You are on a journey that is leading inward. We see that with the Hermit, first card out. You have all the answers you are seeking, High Priestess, but you're blocking them with your thoughts, which are confusing you. I see you, Libra. 102. Take time to know that the stronger your relationship with yourself, the stronger your connections will be with God, angels, and others. Lover's card right there. Okay. And I see 82. Let's do that one. 82. There's an opportunity for you to go on your own journey. There's the Page of Wands. Don't let the opinions of others stand in the way of your dreams. And that's what I see for you, Libra. And I'm sure I'll see you again. Take care from your Force Fairy.